Mastering unconscious bias in AI. AI systems inevitably mirror the biases of their flawed human creators. When developing and implementing artificial intelligence systems, what are the potential sources of unconscious bias that can arise from data, algorithms, and human factors, and how can they be effectively identified and mitigated to ensure fairness, transparency, and accountability in their decision-making processes? To ensure fairness, transparency, and accountability in artificial intelligence (AI) systems, it is essential to identify and mitigate unconscious bias that can arise from data, algorithms, and human factors. One potential source of unconscious bias is the data used to train AI models. Biased data can result in AI systems that perpetuate and even amplify existing social inequalities. For instance, facial recognition systems trained on datasets predominantly composed of white faces may struggle to accurately identify people of color, leading to discriminatory outcomes. Similarly, language models trained on text data that reflect societal biases may generate biased responses. To mitigate bias in data, it is crucial to ensure that datasets are diverse, representative, and free from biased labels or annotations. This can be achieved by actively seeking out diverse data sources, engaging in data debiasing techniques, and involving diverse teams in dataset development. Another potential source of unconscious bias is the algorithms used to develop AI models. Algorithmic bias can occur when models are designed to optimize for certain variables that are inherently biased, such as credit scores or criminal records. Additionally, algorithms may be optimized for performance on a specific dataset, which may not be representative of the broader population. To mitigate algorithmic bias, it is essential to design algorithms that are transparent, interpretable, and fair. This can be achieved by incorporating fairness metrics into the design process, using techniques such as regularization to prevent biased outcomes, and engaging in continuous testing and auditing for bias. Human factors are also a significant source of unconscious bias in AI development. Developers and users of AI systems can bring their own biases to the table, influencing the design and deployment of AI models. For instance, developers may unintentionally encode their own biases into AI systems through their choices of dataset, algorithm, or model design. Users of AI systems may also have biases that influence how they interact with the technology, leading to biased outcomes. To mitigate human bias, it is essential to engage diverse teams in AI development, provide training on unconscious bias, and implement processes for detecting and addressing bias throughout the development lifecycle. To effectively identify and mitigate unconscious bias in AI systems, several strategies can be employed. First, AI systems should be designed with transparency and interpretability in mind, allowing for the identification of biased decision-making processes. Second, continuous testing and auditing for bias should be performed, using techniques such as bias metrics and fairness testing. Third, diverse teams should be engaged in AI development, and training on unconscious bias should be provided to raise awareness and promote inclusive design practices. Fourth, processes for detecting and addressing bias should be implemented throughout the development lifecycle, including mechanisms for reporting and addressing biased outcomes. Finally, ongoing monitoring and evaluation of AI systems should be performed to ensure that they are operating fairly and transparently. Accountability mechanisms are also essential for ensuring that AI systems are operating fairly and transparently. This includes mechanisms for reporting and addressing biased outcomes, as well as processes for holding developers and users accountable for biased decision-making processes. Additionally, regulatory frameworks and industry standards can play a critical role in promoting fairness, transparency, and accountability in AI development. In conclusion, unconscious bias in AI systems can arise from data, algorithms, and human factors, leading to discriminatory outcomes and perpetuating social inequalities. To mitigate this bias, it is essential to ensure that datasets are diverse and representative, algorithms are transparent and fair, and human factors are addressed through training and inclusive design practices. Additionally, strategies such as transparency, continuous testing and auditing, diverse teams, and accountability mechanisms are critical for identifying and mitigating unconscious bias in AI systems. By prioritizing fairness, transparency, and accountability, we can develop AI systems that promote social good and benefit all members of society.